They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. But with Democrats, their delusion, it runs so deep, insanity might be too kind of a word. NBC News now reporting that the Bidens want back in, that Joe and Jill are offering to help with fundraising and to help rebuild the Democrat Party. I mean, does Otto Penn, yeah, that guy, Otto Penn, not realize that he spearheaded the destruction of the Democrat Party? Of course he doesn't. Democrats, they paraded him before the world to the point of elder abuse. And let's not forget, speaking of Otto Penn, various records, including last-minute pardons, were all signed by an Otto Penn. We still don't know who's running the White House the last 4 years, yet Democrats like Chuck Schumer continue to gaslight us and lie to our faces.
Our democracy is at risk because Donald Trump shows that he wishes to violate the laws in many, many different ways. The good news here is we did put 235 judges, progressive judges, judges not under the control of Trump last year on the bench, and they are ruling against Trump time after time after time.
Did you just hear what Schumer said there? It's good to hear it from the horse's mouth. Okay, yes, the typical President Trump is a threat to democracy, but look, he just admitted that Democrats purposely put in these progressive activist judges to usurp the power of the presidency. This is all planned. And one of those politically appointed judges, that man right there, Judge James Boasberg, who of course is an Obama appointee. Boasberg has the audacity to even scold the Department of Justice for, he says, failing to give him the information he demanded in order to allow the deportation of these violent Tren de Aragua gang members to El Salvador's infamous mega prison, a.k.a. Hell on Earth. Following Friday's hearing, Judge Boasberg said he even will hold the Trump administration accountable if they dare defy his order and continue deporting violent gang members. I mean, the gall of this guy. Clearly, he cares more about criminal illegals than actual American citizens. Trump posted to Truth Social about Boasberg, writing in part, quote, "He is a local unknown judge, a grandstander looking for publicity, and it cannot be for any other reason because his rulings are so ridiculous and inept. Save America." Activist judges are determined to stop Trump's effort, I think, to save America. I mean, we're only 2 months in, and already Trump has been hit with more federal injunctions than Obama and Biden's entire terms. There are the numbers right there. Think about it. We have a federal judge fighting for the rights of illegal alien rapists, killers, cartel members, drug smugglers, human traffickers, simply because it's Trump who is deporting them. Once again, Trump derangement syndrome overriding basic common sense. TDS runs so deep that Minnesota Republicans have introduced a bill that would now classify it as a mental illness. The bill defines TDS as, quote, the acute onset of paranoia and otherwise normal persons that is in reaction to the policies and presidencies of President Donald J. Trump. I mean, how else do you explain Americans resorting to domestic terrorist acts? That's what's happening all across the country against the car because Elon Musk is working with the president to root out fraud and waste. The DOJ now announcing that it charged these 3 people in separate Molotov attacks on Tesla properties. Are you surprised one of them has the blue hair? I mean, really? I think he might be trans too, apparently. Each of these suspects facing 20 years in prison. Not shocking, right? That these people are so deranged. Also not shocking, Democrats have yet to condemn any of this violence. Instead, they continue to stoke it.
This shows, again, the American people do not trust Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is incompetent in his position. And how do we know? Because they fired tens of thousands of people, it was challenged in court. The court said the people have to go back, and now the people are coming back. He's incompetent, he's a thief, he's a Nazi, and people don't trust him, period.
Don't trust Elon. And did you hear what he said? By the way, that guy, this is former, thank God, he was my congressman, former New York Congressman Jamal Bowman. He was the guy who pulled a fire alarm to delay a House vote and then lied about it. And because of that statement that he said, calling Elon a Nazi, Musk is now threatening to sue Bowman for his defamatory statement. Go Elon. Bowman, by the way, is, if you recall, is also BFFs with AOC. AOC is now on a nationwide tour with Bernie Sanders. And apparently thousands of people are attending these Fight the Oligarchy rallies. This one you see here, this huge crowd, this was in Tempe, Arizona. They're Democrats. I mean, it's a well-known fact that Kamala had way more billionaires backing her than Trump did. Also, billionaires have been bankrolling Democrat campaigns for years now. And hello, it was the oligarchs who got Biden kicked out of the race when they announced they wouldn't donate to him anymore, forcing then Nancy Pelosi to stage that coup against Joe. Remember, I was sitting in this chair when he found out from poor Dr. Jill how to wake him up from his nap and tell him, honey, you're not running for office anymore. When will Democrats ever learn? 80 million Americans, we voted for this. We voted for a smaller government. We voted for less fraud and waste. We voted for world peace. And we voted to restore national security by having a secure border.
Our police departments in South Florida are signing cooperation agreements to be deputized as ICE. When we, I keep thinking, okay,
this is going to be
this is going to change the way folks, they're gleeful. Everybody I know who voted for Trump is gleeful and supportive of everything he's doing.
That's right. Yeah, we are gleeful. We are, of course, because the country's finally heading in the right direction. Even NBC News out with a poll revealing that more registered voters now feel the country is on the right track than at any point since early 2004. That's over 20 years. Folks, what all of this is winning.